Hey guys, welcome to my channel! Yes, Twin Flames. Sorry. Yes, Twin Flames reading. Yes, it's the Twin Flames reading. Happy Friday, everybody out there in YouTube land. How are ya? Oh man, I messed up the angle. Hold on. One moment, please. There we go. Okay. Getting a little bit too excited up here, my dudes. Happy Friday, everybody out there. It's the Twin Flames Collective reading. What, pray tell, is the Twin Flames Collective reading? Well, you know how there's the Divine Masculine and there's the Divine Feminine? Well, guess what? We're going to get a reading on the two collectively, together as one. How does the energy react together, right? Sunday, spills, chills, and thrills. It's the Divine Masculine versus the Divine Feminine. Watch as they destroy each other, annihilate, and then make love on the beach. All right, it's a Twin Flames Collective reading. Yeah. Or something like that. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kurt. I'll be your trusty tarot reader today. I am what you call a Divine Feminine Twin Flame. And my Twin Flame, who is a woman, is what you call Divine Masculine. But I do not call it those things. I do in these readings, informally sometimes, I'll use those colloquialisms, because you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Your Twin Flame. The person who you are trying to figure out what to do. What am I going to do about them, right? We commonly refer to them as Divine Masculine, but the thing about it is it's not based on gender, right? Like man, woman, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, right? And the labels are fine, the gender labels, right? To call it DM or DF, okay, that's no problem. It's all good, right? Not a big deal, but check it out. You're going to learn a lot. If you're new here, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn that. Yeah, you're going to learn. Yeah. That's right. The gender labels actually are pointing you at a deeper underlying truth, a deeper underlying teaching about what this connection is all about. Right? So what's up with the gender labels then? What do they mean? They are pointing me at a deeper underlying teaching. What is that, Kurt? Well, it's called duality. Duality, right? Like positive, negative, yin, yang, good, bad, man, woman, past, future. Did I mention yin, yang? Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. Alpha, omega. Here, there, bigger, smaller, light, dark, etc., etc. So duality is, one of the laws of the universe. Duality, yin and yang, the opposites. That's all. Simple as that, my friends. Now, what's interesting is there is a duality with you and your twin flame, which inevitably I will explain later on here. One of the things that I like to do a lot, the thing that I focus on a lot in these readings are the true twin flame teachings. You came to the right place, my friend. We're going to read the tarot cards. I'm going to crack some jokes. I'm even going to drop some fucking F-bombs. And I'm going to give you some free coaching. Free! Right here, right now on New World All-Star. So we're going to find out all the secrets about twin flames. Not the least of which includes why we are using these interesting words. What's up with the lingo that we're using, you guys, in the so-called twin flame community, right? So, union, separation, and detaching. Why do we use those words? Don't you think that's kind of weird? Here, think about it. Have you ever in your whole life come across somebody who was like, yeah, man, I met this person and we're in separation. and I need to do some fucking healing or something to to get into union with them. And I still haven't figured out what detaching is, but the internet says I need to detach from my twin flame so that I can get through the separation stage, and then we'll be in union. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Seriously, have you ever heard somebody doing that? No, never. People just say, hey, they dumped me. They rejected me, right? Or we're together, or whatever, right? Right. Well, why are we using those words? Don't you think that's kind of weird? We're going to get into it, guys, what those words really mean. They are states of consciousness, and they are teachings which come right out of the Zen playbook, right? The true twin flame teachings are really just transcendentalism, and somebody took that and superimposed it over top of twin flames, which is correct. That is the correct thing to do. But unfortunately, the internet got a hold of those teachings and is now playing a game of telephone. With those teachings, nobody remembers why we are using those words, but I do. I do. Oh my goodness gracious, my friends. The Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure Divine Masculine is going to be, yeah, Ten of Wands. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I don't want to, I'm not, tell you what, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. If you're here looking at this reading, you already know by now what the deal is, right? You already know, Divine Masculine, what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I fucked up, and I feel like shit, and I don't know what to do, and I'm so lonely. Please, please, Divine Feminine, you gotta believe me this time. And actually, you might be able to believe him this time, too. That's why this star card is coming out in the reverse, because Divine Masculine is feeling a rather deep sense of incompleteness. And they think they figured out what it is. That's right. Go look in the mirror at your own sexy ass. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine regrets losing your sexy ass. And let's face it, Divine Feminine, you are a sexy motherfucker. Dun, 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 dun. Sexy motherfucker shaking that ass. Shaking that ass, shaking that ass. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we got the Empress in the subconscious for Divine Masculine, recent past. So, when this apology, which may actually be a sincere one this time, does come to pass, it'll be very important for you, my friend, to understand the context. This is something that Divine Masculine has been contemplating for a while. Turning over a new leaf. I ain't about that life anymore, right? The street life, the fucking karmic life, the whatever it is that, so, they got the situation. We've all heard it a million times. We're all on the internet. Everybody's crying about their twin flame and the so-called karmic situation. It's usually a relationship, but maybe they work too much, or maybe they're just not there. Whatever the stupid excuses that they have for rejecting you, and there's no excuse for that. We're not going to be having that bullshit behavior, Divine Masculine, no more. But again, yes, this is kind of a new thing for them. Like, this is a new way of thinking. Like, maybe it's about time I thought about my future and what makes me happy instead of being such a fucking people pleaser. Because that's kind of all they've been doing. I mean, let's face it, you're looking at their situation from the outside and you're going, yeah, I don't think they're really happy. And here's the thing. If they were really happy in that situation, would they have had a romantic affair with you? Even if nothing happened, because like most of you, something does happen. But I hear from a few of you that, yeah, like it was just like there were just sparks, and that was all. But still, if there were sparks, what's the problem? Are they not happy at home? Oh, yes, indeed. And I know you've been trying to tell them that, but I got something better for you. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about something that you can do. You don't even need to say anything to them, right? And this is the thing about what you see, like about twin flames online. Like the thing that you always see all the time from people It seems like the internet is implying that there's some kind of magically bullshit that you can be doing to get them to want to be with you. No, really though, like think about it. Like that's kind of the impression. You know, you're watching all these twin flame coaching videos and you're like, you know, there's all these people talking about doing the work and doing the inner work and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, why am I doing that? Because they're going to be with you. Oh, really now? So you mean I don't even have to have a conversation with them and I could get them to be with me? Yes. And by the way, what the internet is telling you about that part, that is true. There is something you can do to get them to want to be with you, and you don't even have to have a conversation with them. And now that I'm explaining that, you're sitting there going, okay, Kurt, you got my attention. What can I do about that? Oh, we're going to get into that, honey. Don't you worry. Let's talk about these cards first. Okay, so we got the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So again, Daddy ain't happy at home, my friend. Your twin flame could be a woman. Mine is. My twin flame, so-called divine masculine, is a woman. I'm the so-called divine feminine. Again, it doesn't really work on gender. Those are just labels. The labels are fine, but they're pointing you at something deeper. Okay, so mama ain't happy. Daddy ain't happy. Whoever it is. Your twin flame. Okay. King of Swords and the Nine of Swords, both in the reverse. That's a lot of swords. That stings, my friends. And you gotta just recognize with a pairing like this, these two cards, you know, their pride has been very tarnished. Their pride, it's been very embarrassing situation for them to stay in. I don't know, maybe the person they're with, and again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be something else, your situation, your twin flames situation. But let's just say as an example, if it is a relationship, yeah, whoever they're with is always putting them down. They're always making fun of them. It's always the same shit. It's always emasculating them or just putting them down. And you might actually be watching what your twin flame is saying about their situation online. Maybe you're watching them on social media or something. And they could be shit posting, guys. A lot of people do that on social media. It's, oh yeah, look at how fucking ass great my life is. Don't you wish your life was as good as mine? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you? Yeah, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Guys, they're fronting. All right? They're straight up fronting. It ain't that good, guys. These cards are not lying. These cards are not lying good. They're just trying to buy time or cover it up or figure out an exit strategy or something. Now, Divine Feminine, very interesting card for you. The Eight of Pentacles. In the subconscious. So, this is where the rubber hits the road. Now, you met this person. It was all cool for a very short period of time, for a limited time. For a limited time. It was the bubble phase. And then they ran. And then you crashed like a son of a gun. And that's putting it lightly. And the thing is, guys, you know this isn't like other breakups. Have you ever reacted this fucking insane over a breakup like that? No, of course you haven't. That's why you're watching these fucking videos, because you're like, I know this isn't fucking normal, right? Right. So what is the Eight of Pentacles trying to tell you? It's telling you there is something you can do here. And remember, I told you we were going to talk about that. There is something that you can do. There is work, right? So the internet is busy telling you, do the work, and then they don't tell you what that is. Or if they, well, no, I should take that back. What they tell you to do is a bunch of psychological stuff, right? They tell you to do all this healing and stuff. And healing is fine, guys. That's just not what this journey is, okay? Your twin flame is your soul. This is not a journey of the mind. You don't need to fix the mind. You can do that if you think you need to, but do it. If you're going to do that, do it for you. Don't do it because you're trying to get your twin flame back. That actually makes them run harder, okay? Everybody says twin flames are the same soul, right? Everybody says it. Fucking everybody says that twin flames are the same soul, bar none. Bar none. Everyone says it. Okay, well then why are you telling me to do a bunch of psychological stuff? You know, the healing stuff and the clearing your chakras and fixing your inner child and balancing your inner feminine and masculine and doing the violet flame chant and doing the mirror exercise and doing past life regression and clearing my chakras and na 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 na. That's all mental and metaphysical stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. But your twin flame is your soul, guys. They are your soul. You got to do soul stuff, not mind stuff, guys. Okay, and look at here. This is like the cards are not disagreeing with me here. They are actually vigorously agreeing. Look, it's the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. So what this is suggesting is that you're trying too hard. You're doing too much. And I know that you're having all this obsessive thinking, and some of you by now are starting to see the repeating number patterns everywhere. That shit's fucking weird. And if you haven't seen those yet, oh, you will. Just you wait. Or you're feeling like all kinds of cool, like Kundalini activations. You're feeling like weird energy coursing through your body. Or you've got this weird, eerie knowing that your life is about to change in ways that you can't explain. You've got this weird knowing that there's something different about this person and you know them. Like all of this shit is happening all at once. Not to mention like the desperation, the obsessive thinking, right? All that kind of, there's like this sense of meaninglessness. Okay, what the fuck then, Kurt? What are these cards trying to tell me? Well, what these cards are telling you is you're doing too much. Guys, your twin flame is your soul, bro. They're your soul. Watch this. These are the basic laws of the universe, and both spiritualism and science are saying the exact same things, right? So there's this duality to the universe, and by the way, the mind is also duality. The mind works on duality, so thoughts, emotions, concept, right? It's a sliding scale of energy. I like it, I don't like it. I feel good, I feel bad. It's past, it's future. It's here, it's there. It's you, it's me, right? And also because it's duality, they call that separation consciousness. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video? The whole entire internet is misusing the true twin flame teachings, and you can tell because of the words we're using. Why do we say separation, union, and detaching? You think separation is the physical situation status, or it's a stage, right? Well, where did that come from? Where that came from is somebody made it up. Somebody made it up, okay? It's a game of telephone. Originally, separation, as in like 10,000 years ago, was out of the Zen traditions. It's got nothing to do with twin flames at all. Separation is the mind, guys. Union is the soul. Unity consciousness, that's where you experience oneness with all, right? I feel this oneness. I feel at one with everything. And when you do that, when you transcend the separation of mind, they call that detaching. Now, somebody, probably before the internet, figured that out. Somebody who met their twin flame, they figured that out, and they superimposed these teachings of transcendentalism over the twin flame experience they were having. And that is correct. That is a correct thing to do. But then the internet comes along, gets a hold of these words, and starts using them improperly, making a big game of telephone. Remember that game? Telephone? Do you guys remember that game from grade school when you were a little kid? You play telephone with the teacher, and by the time the story goes around the whole circle, nobody remembers what it really actually originally was. But you can go watch Eckhart Tolle videos right now, guys. You can watch Rupert Spira videos or Anna Brown or Ram Dass, and they're always talking about, yeah, the ego is separation. And when I left behind identity as the ego, I felt unity, and I detached from the world. So they're using those words, and they're not talking about twin flames, right? The true twin flame teachings are right under your nose, my friends. Now, this is why your twin flame runs. This is divine feminine and divine masculine. And don't give me that crap about, well, Kurt, I thought the masculine was the positive and the feminine was the negative. No, I'm not talking about that. That's some weird new agey teaching. And maybe there's something to that. I don't know, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not. So take the gender labels and just delete them. Just forget about the gender labels. Just completely erase them like you never ever heard of divine feminine or divine masculine at all. All that's doing is talking about this. It's duality, guys. Masculine, feminine, plus, minus, light, dark, good, bad, me, you, push, pull, plus, minus, right? It's energy, guys. It's not gender. It's energy. And I know you understand that. So when you're doing all this healing and like balancing your inner feminine and masculine and doing all that weird new agey stuff, that's actually making your twin flame run harder, because what you're doing is you're thinking a whole bunch about, what am I going to do about them? I got to do all these things. I got to do all this work. I have to do something. I got to do healing. I got to figure out a plan. I got to watch more videos. I got to understand the psychology of this. I got to think and emote about it. Think, feel, feel. And all that does is keep you focused on the person. That's what these cards are telling you, guys. So when you stay focused on the person like that, when you're trying to do something about the person, you keep reaffirming over and over and over again that you are separate from them. Separation. And what I'm telling you, my friends, is you are absolutely not separate from them. This is the higher self in heaven. That's a real thing. Heaven is the energetic plane, the quantum field, right? So the soul, when it is de-incarnated, is a wave. It's a wave of probabilities, and that is exactly how physics says our universe works. Okay? If you could become pure energy, that's what you would be. You would be a wave of probabilities. Now, when you incarnate, this is your past life, and then you reincarnated, we're just going to say, as an example, 1880, and then there's you and your twin flame. There's a future reincarnation, okay? And from this higher plane, your higher self experiences all of these individual incarnations simultaneously. Okay, what does science say about time when viewed from these higher planes of probability? It's that there is no time. Time, past and future, are all happening simultaneously from the perspective of your higher self, okay? And if that really is where your soul goes, and it is, again, science even says, yeah, that's how that would work. And by the way, this isn't quackery. This isn't scientific quackery. There are many, many prestigious physicists talking about the non-locality of consciousness and how consciousness is a wave of probabilities, like Lothar Schaefer, okay, and Greg Shaiton talking about how the universe is mind. And these are prestigious, highly respected physicists, not some weirdo in his basement with a tinfoil hat. No. The television is lying to you, you guys, about this stuff, okay? This is real stuff, okay? Yes, you met another incarnation of your soul. No, you are not crazy. Yes, twin flames are real, and we can actually explain it. By the way, I think you'll love this one. So time is not linear. Time is not linear, but everybody agrees that the whole point of reincarnation is consciousness increases with each life lived. Consciousness increases. So you evolve. The more times you reincarnate, okay, so the evolution of consciousness is linear. It is. The evolution of consciousness is linear. However, when you reincarnate, well, you can reincarnate wherever you want. You could be here today. This is 2023. And then in a few years, you're going to die. You go back up here and then you're like, fuck it, I'm going back to 1770. So reincarnation is like a time machine. Why? Because when you go back up here, you can jump back down into any of these points in time, guys. And that's really how science says time works. Did you guys ever see that movie Interstellar? Yes, time is malleable, my friends. And the more energetic you are, the less and less effect that time has. So what's going on here? Well, Your twin flame is a past life that you lived. And again, so this is going in order. These are all the lives that you lived in order, but with each life lived, you could be jumping around in time. So this time here, you're like, fuck it, I'm going back to 1870. And then this one, you said, I'm going to go forward into 2032. And then this one, you said, I'm going to go back to 1988. Okay? And this is why there is the polarization between you and your twin flame. This is why that is. That's why they run, guys. That's why there is this polarization. So when you approach this through the mind, they run. Okay? Consciousness is the fuel source of the mind. All right? Your body, mind, soul. Body, mind, soul. So the soul, which is consciousness, is the fuel source. It's the gas tank of the mind. Okay? So you are more energetic than your twin flame. That's why there is this polarization, and it's permanent. And people have been trying to crack this code for a long time, guys. People have been trying to figure out why there is this push-pull between your twin flame. Why do they run? Okay, it's because you're approaching it through the mind. You have to align with your soul. And by the way, one more thing, and then I'll get back to the cards. Next time you see your twin flame, I want you to remember this. I'm watching a replay of things that I already did. I'm watching a replay of things that I already did. I'm watching a replay of things that I already did. So, Divine Masculine, now, what are you gonna do now, Divine Feminine? We're gonna get into that in a second, because you're starting to realize that this is something different than what the internet is telling me. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Yeah, you are overthinking this. Okay. Now, the deeper you go into this new sense of consciousness, the better you are about remembering that you are consciousness, transcending the mind. The easier and easier it's going to be for Divine Masculine to make this decision. That's why it's Two of Swords in reverse next to the Two of Cups. That's going to do a complete about face very, very soon, my friends. The decision is going to be very easy for Divine Masculine to make. Right now, they're just considering their options, okay? They want to know if you're going to be able to back them up. They want to know if you're going to be there. And of course, you are going to do that, but you got to think about where their head is at. You're trying to understand and analyze the psychological reasons your twin flame is running. And what I'm telling you is that doesn't matter. All that matters is the energy. That's all that matters. All that matters is the energy. It's just energy, guys. You got to take your mental, emotional, and metaphysical focus off of the person. No healing, no clearing your karma, no clearing your chakras, no violet flame chant, none of that stuff, guys. You are consciousness. That's the soul. Everybody says your twin flame is your soul. Everybody says it. You got to do soul stuff, guys, not mind stuff. Your twin flame is your soul. You guys are the same soul. That's all this is, guys. And by the way, I don't think it's going to be very hard for me to convince you in the coming weeks and months. We've got the World next to the Two of Wands in reverse. Again, the table is being set for this, Divine Feminine. You are on a forced spiritual awakening path. This is your spiritual awakening. Okay? And you're going to do it whether you want to or not. Really, though. And it's going to be so easy for you if you would just stop trying to figure it out. Okay? You don't think your way there. If you're trying to understand, I know I just blew your mind with my explanation of twin flames, but if you're trying to understand what to do, that's not it. Okay? It's something else. It's spiritual, guys. It's not thought. It's not emotion. Okay? It's not I feel good. It's not about feeling good. It's not about feeling bad, but it's not about feeling good either. It's consciousness. That's the soul, guys. Guys, I have all of my coaching students, 7,000. I've coached 7,000 twin flames, guys. I've overseen thousands of twin flame couples coming together, right? What you guys used to call union. Stop calling that union. That's not what that word means, guys. Union is your state of consciousness, okay? It's where you remember that you are all things, including your twin flame. Well, anyway, I have all of them read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's where you got to start, guys. You are not your mind. You are a soul. Who are you beyond the body and the mind? And you go, well, I'm a soul, right? But what is that? What is that? What exactly is that? Right, it's consciousness, guys. Consciousness, not thought. Let's do an oracle card, my friends. And as always, if you would like to work with me, it's very affordable, guys. I do not charge thousands of dollars. It's very affordable. You know, your average twin flame coach, they're gonna be trying to get at least $1,200. And I don't have a problem with that, except for the fact that almost all the so-called twin flame coaching that you're going to get online is not twin flame coaching. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to say I'm all that and I'm badass and yeah, fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, think about it. If you go look at what they're teaching you, it's soulmate coaching. That's what it is. And I know they're just trying to help. I mean, most of them are good people. We all know there's a couple of bad apples, and they're being dealt with right now, right? That's great. It's about time. But everybody else, you know, all the twin flame couples and stuff like that, yeah, well, you know, these are nice enough people, but they're just confused, guys. They think twin flames is like a really good soulmate or something. And if you ask them, if you say that to them, they're going to go, no, I don't. Okay, well then tell me the difference between twin flames and a soulmate, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Because they think twin flames is this like romantic connection or something, and there can be romance, there can be things that you are doing with your twin flame that look romantic. Yeah, like me and my twin flame, we're hanging out, holding hands, kissing, right? We do that, me. Kurt, me, I do, right? Okay. But what's going on between us is not like this passionate emotion. It's spiritual, guys. It's spiritual. So check out my paid coaching, guys, newworldallstar.com. It's very affordable. I even have payment plans, and it's actually twin flame coaching. And again, I am the world's #1 twin flame coach, over 7,000 students. The introduction to the journey for twin flames, 26 plus hours of instructional videos. I will give you action steps you can implement right now to shut down the obsessive thinking and shift energetically into your soul, which is your twin flame. This is just your spiritual awakening, guys. You just got to treat it that way. And when your twin flame comes back, I got that base covered too, guys. And I stay with you too through the whole process. There's even a second level of videos, a module 2, no extra charge. It comes with your original purchase. All you got to do is be a customer for 6 months. You don't have to give me any more money. There's no more monetary payment required at all. I just give you the other videos. Why? Because I want you to succeed. That's why. I want this to work. I want this to work. So after you've kind of started a little bit on this journey for 6 months and you kind of are starting to figure stuff out, then you get the new videos and then shit gets really cooking. And you're going to get your twin flame chasing your sexy, divine feminine ass like a motherfucker. I am not kidding. Now, when you're done with the first level of videos, you get access to me and my 2 coaches assisting me. We've got weekly group coaching calls, up to 5 calls a week. That's over 10 hours of live coaching every week. You can talk directly to me and ask me all of your questions. The call times are staggered, so no matter where in the world you are, there is a call during waking hours. Yes, even Australia and India and Europe and USA, all over the world, guys. No problem. We get people from all over the world. The calls are recorded, so you can go back and listen to them. And also, there's the secret Facebook group. So any time of the day, you get in there and tag me, and we comb through the Facebook group every day. I comb through every day, and I answer every single question. I touch every post. If you give me money, I work for you. That's the way I work, guys. I don't just take your money and vanish. I want to make sure that you get all of your questions answered and that I get you all the way to the end. And on top of that, it's not expensive. It's very affordable, guys. I've got payment plans. It's like $70 to get started. That's it. And you get all of that stuff that I just explained. That's a bunch of shit, guys, for $70. 6 payments. Now, you do get $50 off when you pay in full. I strongly recommend the gold package, but whichever one you get, guys, try to pay in full if you can. It's $50 cheaper than the payment plan. But if you can't swing it, you can't swing it. That's what the payment plans are for, you guys. I've got a full-time customer service department. Whatever your issues are, billing issues, coaching questions, you can hit me up. Guys, it's the best. Trip the Light, fantastic. I haven't pulled this one for a while. Dance with the Universe. Guys, do you understand? Do you know what this means? What this means is you are on an authentic spiritual awakening path. This is real, guys. And everything that's going on between the two of you is being coordinated. Okay? You're not crazy. You're seeing all the repeating number patterns. You've got this deep knowing that your life is about to change in ways that you can't explain. It's like it's deja vu or something. It's this weird, eerie knowing. Guys, surrender to this journey. Stop trying to control it with your mind. Stop using your ego. What the ego wants is like a guaranteed outcome with your twin flame, and it just doesn't work that way, guys. You have to surrender. You have to trust and stop focusing on your twin flame. That's huge, guys. That's a big part of my coaching program. That's why it works so well. That's why I'm such an effective coach, because I teach you how to do that. So, spoiler alert, okay, there's your Knight of Swords in the reverse, and then, of course, we've got the Nine of Pentacles and in the reverse and the Ten of Wands, Divine Masculine. Like I said, they're going to come crawling back full of apologies. Divine Feminine, strength in your subconscious. And then, of course, we've got Justice next to the Four of Swords in reverse. Exactly. So you're gonna be feeling like, yes, this is what I deserve. I deserve this apology. Divine Masculine is finally coming correct. It's about fucking time. Well, there you go, guys. It's about fucking time. It's going to be like old times, guys. It's going to be like the good old days. That's why we got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like. Hit that like button, guys. I like you. Don't you like me? I thought so. Also, please don't forget to hit the bell notification icon button when you subscribe so you get notifications whenever I post one of my lovely YouTube videos. I'll be back next Friday